Moral Letters, Volume 1, by Lucius Annaeus Seneca, translated by Richard M. Gummere, recording by Felipe Vogel. I am not born for any one corner of the universe. This whole world is my country. Any truth, I maintain, is my own property. Whatever is well said by anyone is mine. But what difference does it make who spoke the words? They were uttered for the world. Good material often stands idle for want of an artist. Make the experiment, and you will find it so. Time must be included among the causes, for nothing can be made without time. They must also include place. For if there be no place where a thing can be made, it will not be made. And motion, too. Nothing is either made or destroyed without motion. There is no art without motion, no change of any kind. Do you compel me to withdraw from the whole, and restrict me to a part? May I not ask what are the beginnings of all things, who molded the universe, who took the confused and conglomerate mass of sluggish matter, and separated it into its parts? May I not inquire who is the master builder of this universe, how the mighty bulk was brought under the control of law and order, who gathered together the scattered atoms, who separated the disordered elements and assigned an outward form to elements that lay in one vast shapelessness, and that which creates the soul that is upright, good, and great? What else could you call such a soul than a god dwelling as a guest in a human body? The idea is the everlasting pattern of those things which are created by nature. That which the artist draws from this idea, and has embodied in his own work, is the form. Do you ask me where this difference lies? The former is the pattern, while the latter is the shape taken from the pattern and embodied in the work. Our artist follows the one, but the other he creates. I do not know whether I shall make progress, but I should prefer to lack success rather than to lack faith. But what is your own opinion? But what have you yourself said? How long shall you march under another man's orders? Take command, and utter some word which posterity will remember. How long shall you be a learner? From now on, be a teacher as well. And that I am glad to learn, in order that I may teach. Hasten ahead, then, and reflect how greatly you would quicken your speed if an enemy were at your back. You may say, for what purpose did I learn all these things? But you need not fear that you have wasted your efforts. It was for yourself that you learned them. They asked him what was the object of all this study applied to an art that would reach but very few. He replied, I am content with few, content with one, content with none at all. The third saying, and a noteworthy one too, is by Epicurus, written to one of the partners of his studies. Quote, I write this not for the many, but for you. Each of us is enough of an audience for the other. End quote. I am working for later generations, writing down some ideas that may be of assistance to them. There are certain wholesome counsels which may be compared to prescriptions of useful drugs. These I am putting into writing. I point other men to the right path. There is but one path leading thither, and it is a straight path. You will not go astray. Therefore, truth lies open for all. You shall hear the truth. Philosophy offers counsel, and should proceed step by step. Rise, draw a fresh breath, and surmount that hill, if possible, at a single spurt. One may leap to heaven from the very slums, as there is between mere brightness and real light. The latter has a definite source within itself, the other borrows its radiance. The one is called forth by an illumination coming from the outside, and anyone who stands between the source and the object immediately turns the latter into a dense shadow. But the other has a glow that comes from within. Cleanthes worked at a well and served as a hired man watering a garden. I want you to keep to this manner and this direction. Listen to me, therefore, as you would if I were talking to myself. Infinitely swift is the flight of time, as those see more clearly who are looking backwards. For when we are intent on the present, we do not notice it, so gentle is the passage of time's headlong flight. All past time is in the same place. It all presents the same aspect to us. It lies together. Everything slips into the same abyss.